My dear mother-in-law, after all the different arguments with the religious leaders and teachers of the law, we were sitting quietly with Jesus in the temple by the beautiful gate. It is the one between the court of the Gentiles and the court of the women. You can see from there the 13 trumpet-shaped openings of the collecting boxes in the court of the women, and we watched as people put in their money. We watched as some clearly very rich people put in large amounts, and we could hear the rattle of coins as they cascaded down the metal trumpets into the box below. Some people were being very generous. Every so often someone would stop and look around before they made an offering, almost as though they wanted people to see and hear their generosity. A poor woman came by. She took out her purse. We watched as she opened it. She even turned it inside out as though looking for more. Clearly there was nothing else, and we could see the sunlight glint on the 2 small copper coins before she dropped them into an opening. There was hardly a sound as they fell into the box. What a pathetic gift, I thought, compared to all those who had given so much. Her coins would hardly make any difference. She would have been better off keeping them to buy some food or something for herself, particularly as they seemed to be all that she had. I think Jesus must have known what I was thinking, because he turned to look at us and said that this woman had given more than anyone else. That made no sense to me, and by the looks on the faces of Andrew and the other disciples, they agreed. Then Jesus explained, saying that other people gave out of their wealth, while she gave all that she had to live on. I've been mulling over Jesus' words ever since. The rich people have put in a lot of money, but I think that it was what they thought they could spare, and that they wouldn't really miss it. The poor widow gave all the money that she had. She chose what she felt was the most important thing to do with her money. It was a real sacrifice for her. It made me think. Once I've given my 10% tithe, I make sure I've worked out what I need to spend the rest of my money on first, before thinking about giving any spare as an extra offering. It is not about me doing without, so the true cost of my giving has little impact on me and my life. For that woman it was costly, because she would have to go without. She could have kept 1 coin back for herself, but instead she gave it all. I judged her as being reckless, because what would she have to live on? But then she didn't keep anything back, gave it all to God, and maybe there was a trust in that being generous like that, God would make sure she did not miss out. Could I ever trust God like that and not hold anything of myself back? Maybe I need to rethink what it means to give and be generous to God. It reminds me of a conversation that Jesus had about paying taxes to the emperor. Is it my money because I've earned it, or is it God's money that I've been loaned for a purpose? What am I willing to go without to make sure what I give is a real sacrifice? I think I need to give this a bit more thought. Love, Peter.